So, hi
Annyeong!
guys, hello. Good day. Kung kailan nyo mapakinggan to. Welcome to the Nerdvana PH podcast. And tonight,
Woo!
yay!
Mute!
Yeah. So, today we're going to discuss all about the hottest topic of this season, the Grammy Award. Joke lang, di. The Oscar nominations 2021. Ako nga pala si Jun. We have Tito J as my
Hello, good evening,
other
guys.
moderator for
Welcome.
today. Um, uh, ayun, sa mga nasa Discord, just feel free to chat and comment in. We'll make
Yes,
sure that everyone is accommodated. So, ayun. So, paano ba mangyayari ngayon? We'll discuss per category. Tapos, since hindi lahat ng categories ay sinerve natin sa Nerdvana PH members, ay i-make sure, idadaanan mo natin yung mga hindi natin daan sa survey, comments, kung meron mga surprises. Then we'll go in comparison kung how the Nerdvana PH team answered, and we'll compare it to the real life nominations. Okay ba yan?
yeah.
Okay. So,
So,
Tito, let's
yeah,
start. First
yep.
category.
For yeah, and you mentioned naman no that we are doing the post nominations podcast. So, um, yeah, for the newbies, if you were not aware, we actually why are we doing this? We actually did a parang poll 2 days over the weekend, I guess, in a hurry to catch up with the nominations night. So we came up with our own set of nominees, our own predictions. So we're going to sort of match it with the actual nominations. So kung credible na ba tayo mag-prediction
Sige,
as
testing na
prognostic.
credibility natin. Okay,
So yeah, where do we begin?
let's start siguro with best documentary. So, I yung una muna i-discuss muna natin yung mga wala. Hindi natin na survey. Pero the survey list is posted somewhere in the events room after all the Alan Kim memes. Andun yan somewhere. So, if you have the list, yan. So, let's start with
yun.
documentary
Thanks,
feature.
Joel.
So, our 5 nominees for documentary feature are Collective, Crip Camp, The Mole Agent, My Octopus Teacher, and Time. So, any surprises well, admittedly, hindi lahat nung nasa listahan ay expected natin na nominate. Pero, is there anyone, is there any surprises for this category? Explicitly.
Yeah,
Parang
I
surprises.
think
Ayan.
the elephant in the room is that Dick Johnson is not here in the list. If there's any, parang, I think it was really considered a front runner from the get-go. So it was really a surprise not to be in the list. So yun. The other nominees that I'm kind of not surprised to be there is Collective, the one from Romania, and
Yep.
then Crip Camp. Kasi may traction sila from Crip Camp, for example, is a Netflix, so a lot of people are aware of the film. So ikaw, June, and maybe the others want to chime in.
And aside from one thing I've heard is usually in this category, the Oscars usually snubs the front runner. In this year, it's Dick Johnson, as said by one in the chat. Ayun, it's just really unfortunate that Dick Johnson was not there. I don't know if it lost traction during the pre-Oscars. And
Hmm.
since ang laki kasi nung leap ng collective eh. Tapos
Hmm.
then time also has the buzz. So
Yeah,
parang
time.
hindi na-sustain yung 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 parang momentum nila coming to
Hmm.
the Oscars. Meron ba otherwise? Meron ba nakapanood nung kasi ako personally dalawa lang yung napanood ko. Ah, may nakapanood ba ng The Mole Agent saka nung may octopus teacher? Siyempre, parang feeling ko wala pa.
Yeah, me too. Time lang yung napanood ko sa nominees actually. Yung, which is actually weird pala because Dick Johnson is in Netflix, di ba? Both Crip Camp
Yeah.
and ano. Siguro when it comes to traction, sabi nga ni Earl, kasi produced siya by the Obamas. So,
Mm-mm. Ayan, somebody from, is that Noel? Sabi, All In, The Fight for Democracy is another one that was buzzed in this
mm,
category.
yeah.
And unfortunately, it didn't. Sorry. Welcome to Chechnya was another one
Yeah.
that that was
Oh
snubbed
my
as well.
god, yes!
Yes.
It just
Actually,
occurred to me as a documentary, puta. That was actually my top one last year.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh, what I heard was Welcome to Chechnya was buzzed more on visual effects, which is it was also snubbed as well. So parang uh,
wow.
yeah, ayun nga eh. It created the buzz pero hindi rin umabot din sa final list. So we need to find out kung worthy pa talaga yung dalawang other.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Yen pointed out that sayang din aswang din sana no
Mm-mm.
because it would have been
Great.
parang a milestone din sa atin. And nagkaroon naman siya ng traction actually, ang dami niyang napanalunan sa European Fest for example, but yeah, I guess it goes down to really who really has the backing in
Actually,
terms of
actually, with Welcome to Chechnya, I actually came in completely blind, and I didn't know that the faces were. For the people who don't know, the Welcome to Chechnya is a documentary about LGBT people in Chechnya, and to protect their identities, CGI mga mukha nila, deepfake.
oh
And I didn't know until the big reveal. So parang I was amazed on how convincing it was. Like I didn't even mind that there was CGI going on until a specific moment in the film revealed that yep, it's deep fake.
yeah, today I learned that it's actually a documentary. I never figured.
Yeah, nasa shortlist siya nung nilabas nila yung nung well the long shortlist,
Hmm.
not the yes. Thank you for the rain. Ah, anyways.
So,
Uh,
may iba pa ba?
Meron ba? Yung documentary? Ang assignment natin lahat ay panoorin natin yung mga hindi pa natin papanood prior to the prior to the night. Okay.
And Earl also mentioned the COVID docu was also considered the front runner. Ano nga bang title nun?
Which one?
Yung may 76?
Hindi ko sure kung meron.
76 days, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, 76
Yeah.
days. I think it was well, the documentary features has always been an unpredictable category. So
Hmm.
it's very Oscar. It's very the Academy.
Hmm.
Um,
Welcome to Chechnya screening when?
yes. So natin.
Do Jesus Christ, I can't like overestimate how good that movie is. Like grabe. Grabe din siya.
Okay. I think that's all for documentary. Uh, let's go to our next category, which is animated feature film. Our nominees are. Wait lang. Second. Onward. We have Over the Moon. We have Shaun the Sheep Farmageddon. Yes.
Yeah.
Soul
The
and
Infinite One, seryoso.
Wolf Walkers. Um, any comments? I'll start. I'm so glad Crudes is not nominated. Yun lang. um,
I, I can't believe they made a sequel to that movie in the first place.
ayan, made it the best Dawn of the Sleep Soul. Yan, that's one thing that some of the people have already observed that there were no quote unquote international film animated entries that got in the top
Mhm.
five,
Mm.
which is
Yeah.
because a lot of these nominees that we have right now, especially like let's say Shaun the Sheep and Over the Moon, was can be excluded in the list to exchange for those uh, international animated films. So that's something that is uh, that's being considered. Uh, to Jay.
Uh, well, Soul is I think, no surprise there.
Yeah,
I haven't been watching a lot of animated films for the past year, so I can't really um like comment or have any strong reaction. But yeah, obviously Soul and I think Wolfwalkers and Onward are like shoe-ins
yeah.
already from the.
I
Uh,
feel like people are underrated gamay ang Onward. Like it's actually a really good
Mm,
movie. Like
mm,
magandang world building sa Onward, and I feel like people don't talk about it. Although obviously if you compare Soul and Onward as Pixar films,
yeah.
obviously we would lean more towards Soul, diba? Pero still, Onward is a really good movie.
Yep. Wala namang malaking contention. Let's just read some of those items na sinabi nila. Uh, ayun, Shaun the Sheep was the biggest wild card because everybody was expecting Crudes to come in.
mm.
So glad it did. Uh, uh, yeah,
Demon Slayer.
and personally, Onward is good, not the best this year. Especially Soul came out within the year. So it's definitely not the biggest item. sorry, sorry. I think Wolf Walkers was the first Apple nomination. Tapos sabi nila, pasensya na sa Cherry. Sabi lang natin, pasensya talaga nang napanood ni Cherry. Ay, joke lang. It's not.
Ako naman.
uh, ano ba tayo sa... Wala tayong mention yung mga Earwig and the Witch. Let's put it in there. Pero I think yun nga, the big, I think if anybody's gonna win, most probably it's going to Soul. It's the obvious choice right now. That's my personal,
Yeah. It's
as a
Soul.
Soul apologist.
It's Soul to lose.
Yeah, it's the Soul category to lose. Yun lang. It will be a welcome surprise if Wolf Walkers win. So I think it's between the two.
Yes!
Ayun yung Wolf Walkers apologist natin. Narinig mo na kasi yung it's ang tawag doon uh Over the Moon was there was an attempt pero hindi kasi siya nag-work in the end. It didn't hit as they expected to. So, let's hear from the chat. Who do you think will win? Di pa natin nagawa sa documentary to. Who do you think will win?
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So easy win, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Oscar to
Or
lose.
Shaun the Sheep because you know. Talaga. Ayun,
One already answered for the
Uh,
queue.
for docu, I think everyone sort of unanimous in terms of Soul. Pero for documentary, let's see what's happening in the chat.
Collective or Time?
I'm
Uh,
also on Collective or Time. Yes, and it was Collective was also nominated for foreign language, which gives this a lot and a little bit of a heads up. Okay. Meron pa?
pero remember last year, was it Honeyland that was nominated for foreign and docu?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
it lost both.
both.
Ano, no? Yeah, both categories. So I hope
It lost the
doesn't.
American factor.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah,
mali mo, it's a change of heart. Medyo nandun na yun. Medyo nagli-left field choices na yung Oscars. So, let's see. I think, meron pa? I think we could close the conversation already for animated film. Okay.
Are we
yun
also
nga.
doing
Lack of
the
anime is still an
ano?
issue.
The animated short and documentary? Has anybody even watched the short?
Ang hirap kasi panoorin kasi madalas wala
Yeah.
siya.
Yeah, that's right.
Ang hirap kasi mag-source ng shorts. And parang after it gets the Oscar win, tsaka lang siguro
Yeah.
lumalabas yung
Baka lang siya lumalabas actually.
usually it's not the that's a good point. Canvas, hindi ko alam nadamay ba siya sa Over the Moon, pero hindi naman ata dapat. Pero yeah, Canvas was snub that was expected as well. Okay. I think I need to play some lo-fi beats here. Kasi
Are we moving on to the technical? Do we do like costume or makeup, or do we go to like cinematography or editing? International film.
International
There.
film muna. Tapos let's go for technical categories. So, international film nominees is Another Round, Better Days, Another Round from Denmark, Better Days from Hong Kong, Collective from Romania, The Man Who Sold His Skin from Tunisia, and paano ko explain to? Wadis Aida from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the La Llorona snub. It's hi, I'm the one who's talking. It was expected that it is going to be nominated. I was really surprised that Better Days was in.
Yeah.
That was the biggest surprise for me. Ikaw.
Yeah, a lot of surprises actually sa list of this list. I guess the only shoe-in was Another Round for me and Kuva Days. Quite surprised with the Hong Kong and Tunisia, for example, but I think they all had their traction when it comes to festival circuits because they were around several film festivals, international film festivals, so yun, may sort of familiarity na din with the members, I guess. And congrats to Tunisia, no? I mean, like Tunisia already has an Oscar.
Where is Tunisia? Hindi naman.
Diba? Tunisia.
Yeah, I think it's the first time. Let's double check on that. I personally thought that A Sun was going to be nominated over Better Days. in terms of if there is like the one Asian film that's going in, but at the first place, I didn't expect any Asian films to actually get nominated because Thailand was not shortlisted. Uh, okay.
Yep.
Because Happy Old Year was not shortlisted. Where is it? Yeah, it's more of La Llorona was being surprised here. Another round was expected, but I think the surprise for another round will be discussed on another category later today. Sa iba pa, I don't know if I haven't watched as much as of the international film entries as some of you. Is there anything that is expected? I think Asan is and La Llorona was the two more surprising things. And I think we need to watch the Tunisia entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, buti pang Tunisia, no? Nakapasok na sila sa...
Buti pang Tunisia ay nagpadala ng Oscar-worthy film. That's the 2019 was such a great such a great year for Pinoy films, and it's just really sad that that's the one that's going to be sad.
Yeah, the Hong Kong film pala, Better Days, is kind of historic din on sa Hong Kong cinema kasi it's the first time din daw that a Hong Kong-born director, I mean a film from a Hong Kong-born director was nominated. So parang, in a way, parang it's a first din for Hong Kong. Kasi I think Wong Kar-wai is not, diba? I mean native, sorry, native to Hong Kong. But
okay, that's something. Let's open the floor. Who do you think will win this category? My personal bet is on another round.
Yeah,
but it will be a very happy day if Kovadis will win. That's it. Ikaw, Tito Jay. Ikaw.
Yeah, I think I would pick another round because of the nomination of Thomas Vinterberg. So I mean, if they were able to nominate Vinterberg in directing, so that film must really have some impact.
It will be something, no, kung another round loses international film and their director is nominated for best director.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the people from in the chat is also saying another round. Some of them is saying Kovadis is a surprise win. Let's see in the Oscars. Okay, so let's go to the technical awards. Oscars. Technical awards, cinematography, editing. I-group na natin yung cinematography and editing kasi mas closely sa. Tapos yung visual effects tsaka yung makeup and styling and costume. Let's go to that. So, cinematography and film editing. Cinematography. So,
Judas
and for cinematography, the nominees are Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Deuce of the World, Nomadland, and Trial of Chicago 7. For film editing, it's The Father, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of Chicago 7. So, for cinematography, wala nang masyadong. For me, there's not much of a surprise. It's just a lot of people are saying the Trial of Chicago 7 in cinematography is questionable, but I didn't think it would be. It wasn't a surprise that it was there. Personally,
Yeah. There was nothing special about the cinematography for
it's like
Trial of Chicago 7. Sino
okay.
ba, who do you think should be here? Do you think any misses ba?
Uh, that's why it's not surprise. I think Minari should have gone in, but
Yeah.
but everybody was expecting Tenet to come in, but
Mm.
the buzz around that film I think will go on visual effects. Yeah,
Mm.
it's more on that effect side. It's not the item. So I think Minari should have got in aside from Trial of Chicago 7, but what can we do? For the others? Yeah, Alan Kim
Yeah.
for cinematography. Yeah, the Five Bloods.
Who do you think would like upset Nomadland? Mang probably, no?
Probably Mac.
Yeah.
Mank. Or as others would say, Mank.
Dati kasi since nauuna yung mga technicals, for example, if there's a win in editing and cinematography, sometimes
Mm-mm.
it could signal who is going to win Best Picture. Pero parang of late or the recently, parang very independent yung winners ng cinematography. For example, Jay and Jun, for example, I mean, it's not automatically some of the choices for cinematography are not really in the best picture running or the other way around. So yeah, I think although strong yung Nomadland
Yeah.
on this category, baka Mank or even News of the World
Yep.
could upset.
I think it's Nomadland's category to lose. That's on point. But Mank is spelled as for editing. Alright, let's go to editing. This is the snub for Mank, which was I'm glad Sound of Metal was in. And and The Father. But Mank was expected. This is like the category that they're expected to be nominated in. But it didn't happen. Yeah. So somebody says, Minar didn't get in after the Ace nom. Yeah, I think Sound of Metal will win this. But
Who's the surprise? Like because Mank was expected, so parang sino yung pumalit sa kanya
Trial of
dito?
Chicago 7.
Trial of Chicago.
I don't know
Hopefully
if they
no repeat of Bohemian Rhapsody.
yeah, somebody says The Father should be winning this. I think that's valid. Especially sa dami ng nominations ng The Father, which is really unexpected. So it's hindi malayo na they will give it to like The Father or Sound of Metal.
I haven't seen The Father yet, but I think the vote of confidence for The Father I think goes with the way the narrative, the editing complements with the narrative. I'm not assuming the what do you call this the film structure, pero I think parang dun siya talaga yung strong suit niya. I think yung sa editing. But yeah, let's see.
See, I think
Some of
somebody
the
said it's The Invisible Man as well. It was also shout out to Invisible Man. Personally, hindi ko kasi napanood. So, lilista ko. Um, let's go to sound, which is the first. Um, this is the first year. Well, technically not the first year that they used mixing
Mhm.
and editing in one category, which is best sound. This is a shoe in for Sound of Metal. If this is not a shoe in for them,
Mhm.
yeah, it's that some if they have sound in their title. Hindi naman. They have sound in their title. If they do not win, how about Tenet? How about it? Have you asked? Sorry, the nominees for sound are Greyhound, Mank, News of the World, Soul, or Sound of Metal. Yeah, it's either Soul or Sound of Metal.
Hmm.
Uh, somebody says Marraine snub.
What is
Uh,
Greyhound? I haven't seen
I
Greyhound.
haven't seen Greyhound too. I think the Marraine as snub was it in uh was the Greyhound the unexpected one there? Yeah, okay. Uh,
Tom
okay.
Hanks film?
Tom Hanks Battleship movie.
Ah, okay.
Uh, okay. Let's see. But yeah, Marini's nominations in the Oscars were surprising, but at the same time a welcome addition. Welcome addition. This is just me as somebody who didn't like the film. But it created a buzz. But I think it should be at least nominated for the Sound Awards.
Hmm.
I think it's Sound or Soul. It's a Sound or Soul uh,
Something.
category to lose.
Hmm.
So, visual effects. Visual effects. Nominees are Love and Monsters, The Midnight Sky, Mulan, The One and Only Ivan, and Tenet. First of all, the snub for Welcome to Cheshire is an unwelcome surprise. That is something that should have happened. Uh, who knows the one and only Ivan? It's
Yeah, it's my first time actually
I didn't hear
hearing
this.
the.
Is there anyone who watched this film?
It's a Disney film, though, according to thing.
No, it's not the
Animals.
Disney film.
Hmm.
Is it Disney? No, the Disney film is Mulan.
Ah, okay. I read it wrong.
Ah, Disney rin?
Yeah,
Oh.
and there's just a Disney about some gorillas and some animals.
Ah. Oh. Okay, it's Disney. The one shortlisted for original. I saw that. Hmm. Oo nga pala, best song pala. May pag-usapan. Excited pala ako dun. I, uh,
Do you think Tenet is the runaway winner
I
here?
think Tenet will win, especially Welcome to Chechen not nominated. I think Tenet will win. For you guys who would win, I think the bias here is Love and Monsters.
Midnight Sky also, because it's a space movie.
Wait, what are you pertaining for the Disney Gorilla movie? Is it Mulan? Sorry. No. Um, oh, it's either Midnight Sky or Tenet, but I think Tenet will win because that's the only category that they want to give the Oscar to. Uh, yes, Mac is snubbed here. Yeah, well, okay. Anyways, It's a toss up between Love and Monsters or Tenet. Somebody said it's Midnight Sky. So, oh, hey, best makeup and hairstyling. That's I think
And
this.
costume.
Yeah, there's a different. Where's best costume? Where is it? So for costume design, nominees are Emma, Maraine's Black Bottom, Mank, Mulan, and Pinocchio. For makeup and hairstyling, it's Emma, Hillbilly Elegy, Maraine's Black Bottom, Mank, and Pinocchio. I was
For
sorry.
makeup and hairstyling,
I was
medyo,
surprised with the Pinocchio
hmm,
uh, nominees. And Birds of Prey shall have been nominated at least
hmm,
for costume design.
usually nagtaka din ako, not that I give a big deal, pero um, usually sa makeup and hairstyling, they have like three nominees. Um, More often, yeah, three nominees lang
Mm-mm.
siya. But yeah, this year it's five. So
Eh, marami eh. Parang ito na lang investment ng mga companies
yeah,
sa
yeah.
I for costume design, somebody says it's somebody said, uh, let's see. Ayan. I think Emma is a sleeper for
Hmm.
costume design.
Yeah.
Mank is a shoe-in. I don't think Mulan will win. Um, just because it's Mulan. Um, but it will be surprising if Mulan wins.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
somebody
think
says
Emma
it's
has that. Emma
oh
has that period drama
yeah.
advantage.
Who won last year? Was it Jojo Rabbit? Oh, Little Women. Yeah.
Uh, Little
So yeah,
Women.
Emma has. If that is the way that the voters go, it's something for Emma.
Hmm.
But if they want something new, they would probably pick Marraine. Probably.
Hmm.
Okay, that's all for makeup and costume design. Let's go to score. Score. The Five Bloods. Ay, production muna. Sige. Oh, nga pala, PD pala.
Production design.
Sorry. Sorry. PD. Production
Production
design.
design, which
Uh,
goes to the
the
art
father,
director and the set designer.
Marine is, yeah, set design, production design. Marine's Black Bottom, Mank, News of the World, and Tenet. I think Mank will win. Do you think it will Mank will win?
I think it's a toss-up between Mank and Tenet.
Yeah. Most probably, if Tenet wins visual effects, most probably Mank will win production design. Is it just? Uh, well, I'm trying to think about Marainis. I think. Nah, I think Tenet will not win this one. Yeah, it's either Mac or Marini. I think everybody says it's Mac or Marini. Uh, the surprise is the father. Yes, it will be a nice surprise, but yeah, it's
Yeah, what do you think? One, as someone who has seen the film, what do you think is the
as
element of
someone who has
production?
seen the father.
Yeah, what is the element of production design sa The Father that merited its nomination? So, snub also ang Birds of Prey. Yeah, I think it was a
Yeah, Treasure happens you.
It's okay, man. Take your time. Submit
I'm
it.
thinking of
I'm
ending
think
things. Yeah,
a total snub ba for
yeah.
all the
I'm thinking of ending things was total stuff.
Judas. Yeah, could be.
Yeah, Judas. Yeah, it should be. So. It really gets, according to one who watched The Father already, it really gets the claustrophobic feeling that the character of Hopkins was feeling, as somebody
Mm.
said as well, that Anthony Hopkins looked older than usual.
Mm. Yeah, I think with this kind of category, kasi usually they would go for something na yung grandiose yung production, something
Yeah.
that as elaborate as Tenet and um other views of the world probably are not. And sometimes they disregard yung element ng simpleng production design that really fits for the narrative. So yeah, maybe I think it's a welcome addition to have the father in the list of nominations.
Yep. It's okay. You can watch. You can have all the time in the world to watch that film. Okay. Let's go to music. For score, it's The Five Bloods, the only category that with The Five Bloods was nominated. Mank, Minari, News of the World, and Soul. I think Soul is gonna win this. But I don't know why Nomadland is not nominated.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
an obvious miss.
Oh,
But
Nomadland
for
is not
me,
eligible? Why? Sorry, I don't know.
yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
It's original score. Yes.
Okay. But I think with Nomadland is not eligible for this one. I think Soul got in the bag.
I think Minardi could be the one to upset this one.
Yep. For what did the audience think? Is it Soul? Does anybody think it's Smack? Mank. Tenet. Unfortunately, Tenet is not there. Yeah, but somebody says it's Soul versus Smack.
Is Tenet still scored by Zimmer?
No, I think it's not.
No. Okay.
Ludwig
Beethoven.
Beethoven. Oh my god, Ludwig Beethoven did the score for Tenet and it was snubbed.
The stop song. Okay. Thanks.
Goranson. Yep, it was nominated for it. But it's
Goranson, yeah.
Goranson. I think he won for Black Panther.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I think it's Soul versus Mac for as the audience said. So let's go to our. I think this is the last technical one. Well, technically, it's not the technical one.
If Trent and Atticus wins, then this is their second, diba? Their second Oscar for score. They won previously for Social Network.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's Soul. That's so good. Anyways, let's go for the one of the highlights for me personally is Best Original Song. The nominees are Fight For You, Hear My Voice, Yusufik, You'll See or Seen, and Speak Now. So I think it's obvious.
From Taylor Swift.
Speak Now from Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I think Kusavik is really popular.
Yeah, I think Yusufik is something that is it's a front runner, at the same time. And personally, it's a welcome change from
Mm.
an Oscar nominee aspect, because it's
Mm.
usually they don't bank on a comedy original song. But
Mm.
if Yusufik doesn't win, I think Fight for You will be the other one.
Mm.
And it's
That's the
and
one.
it's only, I think Yusufik is the only song that was predominantly used in like in the film wise.
Mm.
So it's so much highlighted in that particular film.
Mm.
Uh,
For me, I think the one that could upset this category is Diane Warren,
yes, I saw.
because I just recently learned that she has not won an Oscar, and I think she's the most nominated composer in this. And
Dan
then
Warren's
yeah, she hasn't
songs.
actually won an Oscar yet. I really thought she won before, but there was an article uh, say interviewing her, or interviewed her, and she was saying like it would be nice to win, so she might be like actively campaigning for it. So yeah, it could be she could upset, I think. The Glenn Close of composing.
Glenn Close of Compose. That's nice.
Poor Glenn.
Glenn Close. Sorry, I'm trying to think of Diane Warren songs. I know there's a lot of things like Because You Love Me, and will she get the sympathy vote of being
Yeah.
nominated so much for this category and not win? But Yusufik is a big wall. Yeah, she won the Globes. Uh, well, it's the Globes, so it's
There's no known cure for the HFP.
there's no known cure for the HP. If the HPA, if left
Left
untreated,
untreated.
yeah, it's an it's Yusufik's category to lose. Hopefully, it's something. But I do you have a screenshot of what's Dan Warren's reaction for the critics? I didn't see it, but I know Yaya Ding Dong was an unexpected snub, but Yaya Ding Dong will always be in our hearts. It will always be the peak song of Eurovision. Uh, but it is the Oscars. So I think in the ceremony, the Yaya Ding Dong guy will be there. I don't know. He's just going to scream somewhere and say, "Play Yaya Ding Dong." Anyways. So I think that's all for music. I think we've gone through all the items for. Yeah, let's go to screenplay. Coronavirus. So, let's start with original screenplay. For original screenplay, we have Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of Chicago 7. The first question is, where is Aaron Sorkin? This is I think this is the time where everybody knew that Mank will not be the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood this year, because if not, they're not being nominated on screenplay. Well, Mank should be adapted, right? But I think Mank should be it's original, right? So,
Oh, there.
Nerdvana PH. Sorry, Jay, do you want to say the nominees for adapted original screenplay? Sorry, the nominees
Yeah,
for Nirvana.
from Nerdvana.
Yep.
Adapted, right?
Yep. I sorry, original screenplay.
Original. So we actually, based on our poll, we actually um chose, I think, almost, what did we miss? Yeah, so for our picks, we have, yeah, Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of Chicago 7.
Yeah, we got 5 out
So
of 5.
we got
Yay!
5 out of 5. Yay.
5 out of 5. Yay! Sorry, I know we have newbies here. I think this is since we done the poll before you actually came into the Discord server. A lot of the server is not a big fan of Mac in general. So, Mink. So, I think it. Yeah, I think how we voted here is we were not expecting Mank to get a lot of Best Picture buzz, especially that screenplay is a big prerequisite to becoming Best Picture.
Hmm.
So it's something that is not to be. That's why we haven't. I think it's not as it did not resonate as well for us for that. I personally didn't vote for Mac. We're manifesting Mac to underperform, which actually happened. Which is I don't know if we're cursed or we just love cursing, but yeah. For the others,
Yeah.
guys, do you have is there any surprises? I think aside from Mac.
Ako, I would have wanted like something na parang outlier, and that would be Palm Springs.
Palm
No,
Springs.
it would be nice to have it there like as an outlier, like a surprise.
So let me raise this question: if Palm Springs will be part of the top 5, which one of the 5 will not be there?
I don't know, Sound of Metal probably.
Mm. Yeah, Sound of Metal. Okay. Okay.
Who voted for another round though?
Who vote? Let's find the person who voted for another round. Uh, so why? Why? Why did you vote? Let's.
Accountability. I think another round is a good choice for original screenplay, considering the traction that Winterberg pulled in. So yeah, it probably had that kind of
Mm,
traction as well.
okay. Still working. Okay. So, hello. Okay. So let's go to adapted screenplay. So for adapted screenplay, we have, let's say, the full film, to Borat's subsequent movie film, delivery of ridiculous bribe to American regime, uh, for make benefit once glorious nation of Kazakhstan, The Father, uh, sorry, where is it? Father, Nomadland, One Night in Miami, and The White Tiger. So the Boys
Yeah,
in the Band is
obviously.
pretty underrated. Actually, for screenplay, it's really good, but at the same time, I personally didn't like the Boys in the Band. But for screenplay, it would have been a great nominee.
Yeah, so for the Nerdvana picks, actually we got almost we got everything except the White Tiger, which is obviously
Yes.
a surprise. Because Priyanka is hosting.
Priyanka is
Who said,
hosting.
who said it? I think someone said it in the chat.
Yeah.
I think it was one who said na the white tiger was there because Priyanka was hosting.
So, a lot of saying that I think if I think of ending things would have
Hmm.
been a shoe in this category.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Was it because of White Tiger?
Is it the only nomination of the white tiger?
Yes, it is the only nomination for White Tiger.
It's,
Priyanka
it was
Chopra's
really amusing no to for them to really like say the full title.
Ibigay na natin kay Priyanka Chopra yun. Pinaglaban niya yung full title ng Borat. Cherry,
They got 4 out of
Emma,
5.
surprisingly not here. Oh, but I think yeah, Cherry, Emma, and the Glorious were saying that it should be a shoe in there. I didn't think that Borat was. No, I thought Borat was a shoe in here. I think adapted ang first cow. I think
Yeah,
adapted
yeah.
at ang first cow. Hi, hi
So
Raven, I'm already recording.
hello Raven.
Hi Raven, good morning.
Which source material was Ma Rainey adapted from?
I think it's a play.
Play, no? Oh.
Yep, it's a play. Just like One Night in Miami and The Boys in the Band.
Hmm.
Borat is just an FYI, Borat is one of the rare franchises to get the screenplay nomination for both movies. That's a great feat for Borat.
Okay. Because when we say adapted, I think the most common perception really is that it's adapted from a book, a
A book.
play. But one of the not requirements, but included in the categories for adapted is if you also adapt a character, right, based on a previous material. So
Oh,
I think that's what got Borat really.
okay. Side piece of info. Who do you think will win?
Who do you
I
think?
think also Borat will win, but yeah, it's in Nomadland or One Night. I hope One Night wins at least one award for the night because there's one night. But I think it's
For me, I think it's going to be Nomadland. Yeah.
this Nomadland wins here. It will solidify BP, but let's go back to the next one. I think most of you said it's Nomadland. Nomadland. Nomadland.
Nomadland is adapted from a non-fiction book, right?
Yep, it's a non-fiction book. Nomadland could sweep. Yes, I think so. Let's go to the later for the director. Okay,
We're doing the acting. Already.
let's go to the acting categories. Let's start with supporting actress. Actress in a supporting role. Nominees are Maria Bakalova from Borat's subsequent film delivery of prodigious bribe to American regime of to make benefit of once glorious nation of Kazakhstan. Yes. Uh, Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy, Olivia Colman for The Father, Amanda Seyfried for Mank, and Yu Jung Yun for Minari. So,
Okay, so for the Nerdvana picks, actually we got all except who did we make? Glenn Close.
no,
We
it's
did
Glenn
not pick
Close.
Glenn
Because
Close. Instead, we picked Jodie Foster.
Yeah, I
I
think
think this
that's
was
Allison.
probably due to the fact that Jodie won the Globes, right? And
Yep.
yep. So we, I think a lot
Hey,
of
I
people
watched
thought this
Hillbilly
would be.
Elegy. Guys, I'm so sorry for myself. Uh, I am not okay after that film. Uh, sorry, I forced myself to watch Hillbilly Elegy. And I'm so glad Amy Adams was snubbed for actress. Thank you, Lord. Um,
Another snub actually was Burstin, because everybody thought that she was also a kind of a shoe-in because of Vanessa Kirby.
yeah,
Usually, if you have like a lead, you have a supporting tandem, but I think it fell through. So um, yeah, even Jodie Foster fell through. So yeah,
yeah. So for those who didn't
yay.
know, Glenn Close is also nominated for a ROTC, which I feel would. I think she's a shoe in for a ROTC. Sorry, I think it's a shoe in for a ROTC. But I think Olivia Colman will win. But I hope YYJ will win. It's me praying to the gods that YYJ will win. Uh, it's it's a hopeful thinking. So sorry for you, Jay.
Yeah, for me, I think Glenn will win.
Glenn is sure. Glenn
Yeah,
will win.
because of the history of the Oscars of awarding people in unfortunate movies that I mean they did that they have like this they have this history of nominating people in the wrong movies and even winning awarding the Oscar to the wrong movie like
Yeah,
the recent example I think is Julianne Moore when she won for Still Alice, for example, when she could have won for other films. So I don't know.
yeah.
I think Glenn will win. The overdue factor is very strong, obviously, but it would be really nice if like Maria Bakalova steals this one
Yep.
because yeah, it's she's like I think one of the highlights of this award season or
Yep.
the 2020 cinema in general.
And here's the thing:
So it would be nice.
it's going to be a fresh take if they award Bakalova for that one.
Poor Glenn winning for
Poor Glenn.
Hillbilly.
Like, I just hope that they don't give it to Glenn because of that movie. I mean, it's sad. It's a sad moment. It will be like,
Yeah,
oh my God, Glenn won an Oscar finally for
yeah,
Hillbilly Elegy.
yeah. There's also a comment here. I think it's pretty valid because of the traction that the actors got for Judas. I
Yep.
think Dominic Fishback is like was a potential or is a was a potential nominee. She was nominated for BAFTA. No? So I thought there was something there, but yeah.
Hmm.
Go, Glenn.
Yeah, let's go for Maria. But Maria versus YOAJ versus Olivia Colman, hopefully. But okay. Sorry. Just I think the people on the chat has already said they said either Maria or Olivia or somebody said it's Glenn Close and YYJ. But yeah, this is a really hectic category,
Yeah.
which is a polar opposite. Well, not polar. Not so much polar. Of the next category, which is actor in a supporting role. Nominees for actor in a supporting role are uh, Sacha Baron Cohen for The Trial of Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami, Paul Racy for Sound of Metal, and Lakeith Stanfield for Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah. So we actually pick um
4 to 5.
yeah, 4 out of 5 because we pick actually Alan Kim. I don't think anybody was expecting Lucky to get in because we were kind of thinking that he was the lead or he was like pitched as the lead for Judas and the Black Messiah. So everybody I think was really surprised for when he got in. But yeah, no question he deserves it. But like these categories always are prone to like category fraud anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there. There
Yeah.
was even a tweet. There was a
Wait,
tweet. Did you
is
see
this
the
Leslie
tweet?
Snub for music? Kidding. Uh, no.
Did you see the tweet? Jesse Plemons waking up to uh, realizing that he's actually the lead for Judas.
It was like, oh, so I'm the lead now? So, a lot of them were, yeah, the biggest surprise here was Lakeith, which was, I don't know if this was a conscious decision of the people behind Judah,
Hmm.
uh, because they know that this category is pretty thin and they're not like pushing somebody who is not uh, uh, I think they did just the same strategy that Trial of Chicago 7 did.
Yep.
Yep.
I think in place of Lakeith, would have been Chadwick for the
Yeah.
Five Bloods. Yeah.
I yeah, no, I meant was I know Alan Kim was like a shoe in already in the first place, but uh pre to the Oscars there are a lot of like who will be coming in, especially for movies like Judas and Trial of Chicago 7, where like everybody is supporting each other. Right? It's
Yeah.
we don't have like that um one actor who knows that you have the lead on these two movies, which made the supporting actor category a little bit in
Yeah.
the dark, right?
Yeah.
Then this happened. Then Alan Kim was snubbed.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
think I think it's more justifiable if you have more nominees for supporting for Trial of Chicago 7 because
yeah,
it's clearly you cannot sort of give uh anybody like the lead role there. And yeah, I also quite agree with some of the comments here, which said that it could have been like either Mark Rylance or Frank Langella. Like for me, also I echo the same sentiment. For me, the strongest character sa Trial of Chicago 7 was really either Mark Rylance and Frank
yep.
Langella. So yeah,
Yeah,
but I think Sasha
it will be
popular.
more understandable if another person from Trial of Chicago 7 was nominated.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what do you think about the Paul Racy nomination? I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy he got in, but I think he was also at some point kind of in danger because there was, yeah, for me. But I'm happy that he's in.
Yeah. Uh, for everyone, let's open the floor. Who do you think will win? My money is on Leslie. But sorry, just it's either Kaluuya or Leslie. But I think Kaluuya will win.
Yeah, I think it's obviously Daniel's Oscar to lose. And yeah, it's such an iconic character. And like the Academy likes to award
Yep.
actors who play iconic characters.
Yes. One of some nominees, some defendants. Yes. I think I'll go for Kaluuya. Everybody says Kaluuya. Okay. So let's go to the next one, which is somebody says Lakita Kaluuya, especially the but I think Kaluuya will win. Kaluuya, 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 Kaluuya. Okay. So let's go to our next category, which is actress in a leading role. Let's go to the not surprising one first. Uh, let's go. The nominees for actress in a leading role are Viola Davis for Marine's Black Bottom, Andra Day for the United States for versus Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand for Nomadland, and Carrie Mulligan for Promising Young Woman.
No
And
surprises
surprises.
there.
Even in bad films, Amy Adams was snubbed.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
so
we got
sorry.
5/5. No?
Ah,
Yeah,
I know I shouldn't be laughing, but I think Amy
we're
Adams
in
will come. Dear Evan Hansen
the next
is the
Glenn
last
Close.
bitch of Amy
He's going to be
Adams.
the next Glenn Close.
Next gonna be the Glenn Close. I'm just glad that Amy Adams was not nominated for that movie. Like, like, ah, okay. Anyways, personally, I didn't think that there were any surprises.
Yeah,
I
I think
was
very much.
sort of like hoping that Han Yeri will get in,
Yeah, me too. Same.
but I didn't think that there were any surprises here,
Mm.
especially for uh, a lot of, especially for Andrew Day. Uh,
Yeah,
she was amazing in that movie, even though the movie was not amazing. Yes, and
yeah, and
Andrew Day
he got.
was
I think
great.
he got traction from the Golden Globes when also. Uh,
So
that
every prestige biopic. Wait, well, uh,
Did you think like Rosamund Pike would
no,
has because of the win had any potential
no.
to upset me?
After
Yeah,
that movie, I mean, I can stand like the 2 hours of United States versus Billie Holiday, but damn, that movie was something else. Anyways, baka baka naman ako lang yung ano. Baka may nagkagusto naman ng I Care a Lot dito, guys. I'm so sorry, but that movie was something. I mean, it's just I know
and
it.
for a time, I think Sophia Loren was also kind of being pushed because it's her the film was her sort of like comeback, diba? But then
Yeah,
I think the film was like
it was
had
made
a
in bad
lukewarm.
taste. That's just me. It was just made in bad taste. Anyways, but I know somebody will like it, and it had the formula for you to like that movie. So, anyways, um, I think the question was posed like, do you think they'll give it to Viola Davis for this performance? There is a chance, It's my personal opinion. I think there's a chance that they're gonna give it to Viola, but I think the celebrated actress for this category right now is Mulligan.
But the BAFTA snub really was
Yeah,
something,
but
no?
the BAFTA snub was.
But
But
would you be all right if like Francis gets this again?
I'm good. I'm good with it if Francis wins. I'm just really hoping that Mulligan, because Mulligan has like the momentum, even though the BAFTA snub is there.
Yeah,
BAFTA, is this BAFTA?
BAFTA,
BAFTA?
BAFTA, like Gcash.
Gosh.
Yeah, BAFTA, so that it's gonna be Kochi.
But yeah, it's either for Francis or Mulligan.
Yeah,
But what if they give it to Andra, right? It's like,
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen.
uh, well, last year was Renee Zellweger was the clear winner last year, even
Hmm.
though it has the same formula of the biopic thing. But
Hmm.
I didn't think that I didn't follow up with that with this year.
Yeah, I think what's good for Carrie's chances also is that Promising Young Woman is has multiple nominations and is nominated for Best Picture because
Yeah.
sometimes there are instances before that the lead actress gets nominated for a weak film or a weaker film, so doesn't get nominated for Best Picture. But I think she has a good chance here because Promising Young Woman has a lot of nominations.
Yeah. Either way, I'm good. I mean, It's not the. If anybody would actually be winning, it's not like this category. I would be really sad of
Hmm.
because all of them really deserve their nominations. So one last time, survey. Who do you think will win? Francis Mulligan, Maui Taylor, Francis Mulligan. So it's a toss up between Francis or Francis Mulligan. I think Francis Mulligan will. It's a Davis Mulligan McDormand. Noel said Davis McDormand. Yeah, I think it's either of the three. Double crowning. It's a lip sync for your life. Imagine Francis. And they're going to lip sync Yusufik on stage.
Yeah,
And,
I think one makes a good argument, no, na even though Matado si Frances were actress, I think she's still going to win an Oscar for
yep,
producing Nomadland. So
yeah.
it will be a win-win situation if that happens.
Maybe it's like the Grammys. Like everybody gets an award. Except
So
for
we move
Doja Cat.
on to
So the biggest question is,
the
who will be the Doja Cat of the Oscars? Is it Glenn Close?
Mank.
No, it's not Mac. It's Meg.
Mank. Okay, directing.
Yeah. Sorry. Let's go actor first. Sorry,
We haven't done actor pa. Ay, okay, sorry.
actor. Grabe ka.
Actor pa kamo.
Okay, actor in a leading role. Riz Ahmed, Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Hopkins. Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman for Marines Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins for The Father, Gary Oldman for Mank, and Steven Yeun for Minari.
Yeah, and for our
Delroy.
picks, we actually got 5 out of 5.
Yeah, we got 5 out of
yay.
5.
Yeah.
So nice.
Do you
Got
think?
one.
Do you think for a moment there, Steven's chances was kind of in danger also?
when the nominee says yes.
Mm.
But I think when I think Minari got some of the technical awards, especially then YYJ when YYJ was nominated for supporting actress, I think
Mm.
it was the
Mm.
chances for Steven Yeun really increased. Uh, so I think Delroy was the biggest snub here.
Mm. Mm.
Delroy was the biggest snub here. But who do I think everybody was rooting for an old Gary Oldman snub?
Yeah, me too. Actually, I was also not man hoping, but it would have been a welcome surprise to not
Yeah.
see him in the nominations and see someone else. But yeah,
Yeah, it will be a surprise. It will be nice, but I think Delroy really deserved one of the slots there. So one of the
yeah,
the names that was actually coming up was Tahar Rahim, uh,
yeah, yeah. Actually,
Kingsley
because of the
Benedict was also snubbed.
yeah.
But for example, for Kingsley, well, yeah, I think he was also snubbed as well. Who are the two votes for Andy Samberg? I don't know. I didn't vote that. I think it's just the people who just watched the the Palm Springs one. But yeah, I didn't think he will win, of course, or be coming in the next two.
Well, Andy, actually in our poll, Andy came in sixth. So, like, wow, over Delroy and Tahar Rahim.
But I think how many votes did Delroy get? Did he get one?
I the
Yeah, Mads will be a.
one. Yeah, yeah. I think that will be a good nominee also because of the popularity of another round.
Yeah. Speaking of Palm Springs, imagine ko to J.K. Simmons for best supporting actor. Uh, yeah. Dev Patel. But did they say that Dev Patel has an issue? Was it eligibility?
over over. I don't know because he was nominated for the Globes musical or comedy category, but I guess the film isn't really that popular with the voters.
Uh, yeah, I didn't think so. But I tried to. They want to read it out loud. Somebody in our chat said it's the only issue that uh, Dev
Who is
Patel
this
had, that
somebody?
it is not, that he's not his boyfriend, which is a valid statement. No, I didn't say your name. Do you want me to say your name? But it's a
It would have
valid
been really.
statement.
I think it would have been really nice if you have Riz, Steven, and Dev there,
Yeah.
and then you
Then
have
Riz.
either Anthony or Oldman.
I think I think Oldman just the one that everybody wanted out of the top five. But of course, it's Mank. So Mank.
And again,
Okay, so Monka. Uh, so I think we can open the floor. Who do you think will win? My personal pick is Riz Ahmed. I think
they're
Ahmed will
going to
win.
give it. I think they're really going for to give it to Chadwick.
Oh my god. I think
Yeah, it's Chadwick for me.
yeah. Boseman for the tears. Steven Yeun for the buzz. But if Oldman wins, we're gonna turn off the TV. Yeah, I think Steven Yun's win is the nomination, but it would be happier if he will win. I think the general consensus of everyone is any of the four can win except for Gary Oldman. Okay, that's general consent. Let's go to director, best director, directing,
Correct.
directing. Where is the list of directing? Okay, so nominees for directing are Another Round, Winterberg for Another Round, David Fincher for Mank, Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, and Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman. We got, sorry,
We got three. We did not.
this is
We picked Sorkin over
Fincher.
Fincher, and Regina King over um, Winterberg. I mean, I think Winterberg was the surprise nominee
This is
there,
first nominee.
and Sorkin is kind of like a welcome omission. uh, in my personal ballot, I put Fincher over Sorkin. So, yeah. What
Yeah,
about the others?
my personal ballot is uh, three women, King, Zhao,
Hmm.
Emerald, Fincher, and Lee Isaac Chung.
Hmm.
So it's uh, it's it's on my personal ballot just because I really wanted three women in the best directing category.
For me, I actually, in place of Regina, I placed Shaka King
Uh,
because of
a
Judas.
different
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, Shaka Kung will be. It's a great. It will be a welcome. I, but did you think that Fincher will actually be excluded in this category?
No, I think he's like one of the lock-ins.
Yeah.
I think Sorkin was the one
Which is the Shaker one.
shaky.
So I think Shaka Kung will be promising young woman. It will be actually. Hopefully, Shaka King will get in the future nominees. Sorkin,
this is
Sorkin versus
this is
Fincher.
a
Like, yeah, too much white.
this is a valid argument by one. I think three women in the directing slot would be too much for the
Yeah,
Academy.
like three will be like, that's too much. It's too
We're too
feminist.
progressive.
It's too progressive. One one female director at a time. I was really happy that Emerald Fennell actually was uh, came uh, did a home run on this one because there. I remember at this start, even though the awards, that she is actually the one really shaky. Then eventually it became Sorkin, which is one that is not going to be a shoe in. So I'm really glad that she is in this category with Chloe Zhao.
Yeah. And I think Earl is right, no. No, this is
Yeah.
the first time to actually nominated for
So,
the same
and hopefully
category.
not the last.
Yeah.
And hopefully not the last. And more women directors and more uh, director POC directors. They wish it to three now, maybe five. Not That's not activism for today. After 90 years.
I think, yeah, they had enough activism when Parasite won. They thought ended
Like
activism.
we made Parasite win. That's too much
Mm.
activism for the next
After 90 years.
next 90 years. Hopefully. Yeah.
Mm.
So let's talk about the winner. To everyone else, who should they think will win? I think this is a shoe in for Chloe Zhao. This is Zhao's category to lose.
to lose. Do you think Fincher could upset? I mean, he's
Here's the
like the
thing:
most
Sam Mendes
talented.
lost last year, and everybody was like thinking that Sam Mendes should have won. So, would they do it the other way around? But I don't think that they would do that, especially Zhao sweeping all pre-Oscars.
Yeah, and the precursor awards too, like she's been waiting. Yeah,
Yeah, it's too much.
Fincher wins
If
heavily.
Fincher wins, we will release a statement that Chloe Zhao should win. P.S. Chloe Zhao should win. White people. It will be a happy thing. I will still be happy if Lia Isaac Chung will win. But I think it's a Zhao versus Fincher one. It will be. I don't, sorry, who will be the surprise one if Zhao does not? Zhao, for some weird reason, does not win. I think Fennel.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think for me, Zhao wins.
It's the women year. Then they'll go back to another cycle of 5 years of white guys. But it'll be a shocker, but surprise. It's a surprise. This next year, Tarantino, uh, Scorsese,
Would like
and
to
Spike
condemn
Lee,
that.
Spielberg, then Tarantino
Yeah,
again.
yeah. PTA has a new film. Wes Anderson has a new film.
So,
Brillante Mendoza
Mendoza
has a
as a
new film. He's gonna be a shoe-in for international
new film.
features.
BTS for wrestling. No, I'm not going to say
Daryl
that name.
Yap.
No. Alan Kim for director. Okay, I think the consensus is that was
Yeah,
going to win.
Alan Kim is going to be in other movies, so yeah, we will be seeing more of him.
Yeah. Joven Tan. Yes. Alan Kim. Alright, let's go to our final category, which is the Best Picture category. Let's go to the nominees. Our nominees are The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. So, let's start first. Any surprise movies that didn't make the cut?
I think the choices are pretty much predictable. Sa ating ballot naman, I think the obvious omission is Mank. We got 7 actually. The Academy only nominated 8. Ever since I think they extended the number of nominees to 10, it has been pretty
Yeah.
unpredictable what number it will
Would
be.
they go in or go for?
Because sometimes before they went with 9 nominees, they went with 6 or with 8, 10. So yeah, but I think most of the nominees were also our picks except for Mank. Yeah.
I think we replaced it with Marini's. It's just that we expected that Marini's Black Bottom with all the acting
Yeah.
nominations. We felt that it would be a issue in, but it was a nice surprise, a welcome surprise that it didn't make the top. That's for me because I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
I was also kind of hoping to have Soul there. No?
Yeah,
It could,
it had the buzz, but I didn't think that when Soul was really not nominated in the other pre-Oscars that for Best Picture, it lost the steam that it was to be nominated for Best Picture. But I would have wanted that Soul to have it there. One Night in Miami as well. I think One Night in Miami lost its chances when Regina King was not eliminated for director. Uh, I I saw Never Really Sometimes Always. I was really hoping as well that the Oscars will actually show up, and even for Sydney, just that
Yeah.
one item. Then which as I remember right now, but yeah, it was. I think it didn't had the steam or right,
Mm.
the Five Bloods as well.
Yeah.
Uh, Somebody says the Five Bloods was steam. Show by. It didn't it didn't pick up, so it's
So it never really got to 10 nominees, no, ever since they extended it.
yeah. It's always
It-
like the magic number was usually nine.
Mm.
So it didn't in when was the last time that they did 10? I don't remember.
I think when they announced that they're going to have
10 nominees, which
possibly
is
10
2011.
nominees, parang,
That's what
yeah, parang it never really came to 10. Was
It
there an
was always
instance?
9 or 8.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I really don't get this kind of guideline. I mean, how do you say that for this year we're going to just pick 8 when you
Yeah.
could pick 10? I mean, they set it to 10, right? So I mean,
Why not give it
I
to
don't
10,
get
right? What do you say?
that's
I think it's a percentage thing. Yeah, I think
Mm.
Earl got it. It's like it's a percentage.
Oh,
The
okay.
number of voters should reach this numbers for it to be nominated for Best Picture. So, who do you think will win? It's really Mank winning without a screenplay nomination. Somebody says Nomadland, but I think it's Nomadland or Minari. I personally think that if there's a surprise win, it would be for Promising Young Woman or Sound of Metal.
Hmm.
But I think it's Nomadland or Minari.
Hmm.
Imagine,
Yeah,
yeah, Chloe
I
Zhao
think
wins Best Director, then 10 minutes later, then they close with Mank. Are they going to do another La La Land and Moonlight again?
yeah, it's possible because with all of these Zoom or like
Digital.
online digital award shows, it could possibly happen. The glitch.
Yeah, a PYW win for a back-to-back thriller Best Picture streak will be. Oh my god, Promising Young Woman was a thriller. I thought it was a comedy. Eh, parang, oh my god, let's put Promising Young Woman in the comedy category.
Yeah, I think it's also possible. It's not like a far fetched idea to have promising young woman in the best picture. It's sort of like making a statement also. In the Me Too era, if you have if you have promising young woman as
Yeah.
winner. I mean, sometimes the academy does that, make a statement through the choice that they have for best picture. But sometimes they go for things like Green Book. So it can happen.
Are we going to really use Green Book as as our example?
So recent example.
Oh my god, the Academy wants to make a statement, so let's make Green Book the best picture. Uh, uh, yeah, I think I agree with Earl on this one. Either Nomadland Minari or Promising Young Woman, it will be a fresh best picture, especially coming off from awarding Parasite as the best picture from last year. It will be a really welcome change for Nomadland or either one of these movies to win, I'm I'm personally I will be happy if like any one of these will win, except for Menk, Menk.
Okay.
What
I
if
think
the
we
father
covered.
will win? Oh, we'll
I think
know in a few weeks. We'll know in a few
I think
weeks.
even Judas has a chance also.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
Judas is
Master
gone
of
as well.
Slaughter. It will not get enough voters because it's
10 points daw kasi kay Juan. Kasi napanood niya yung The Father. So,
okay. How is it going to be done? By the way, I mean it's going to be online, but
yeah.
do they have they released any like I don't know press release on how it's going to proceed? Like what show does it is it patterned from? It would be nice if they could do like something like what the Grammys did, no?
Yeah.
Very seamless.
Very intimate. And I hope that that happened. But a lot of the nominees right now are really senior. No, except for actors, because we have like Anthony Hopkins and like I think it's the same as the Golden Globes. They will be hosting it in 2 cities, like one in New York and one in LA. Yeah, I heard that one.
May news na ba on the host? Who's going to be the host?
I think they will be doing something like that. So, yeah, then I think somebody asked if we're going to have the follow up at the Oscars get closer. I think we'll do. So, like a pre Oscars party, we'll have a live reaction of the White Tiger winning adapted script.
Yay, we have
after
a
party.
host.
Woo! So, yeah, I think overall, closing remarks or ideas.
Yeah. Closing remarks, closing statement.
Closing statement.
Guys.
Yes, nagawa natin 2 hours lang. Yes.
Grabe yung last time, di ba? 3
Tatlong
hours
oras yun. Two hours lang. Alan Kim for the closing ceremony. I do think that it will be another historical year. The nominations were already historical, but I think there will be some choices which would put that into the home run. I do hope that a lot of the voters really put their voting powers to good use. Sorry, I think one of them actually added. Sorry, just to add on the best picture one. We're usually saying that Mank is the green book this year, but I think it's Trial of Chicago 7. But one thing the difference with Trial is is it just me or if they everybody's buzzing about it, but SAG. I think the SAG Awards.
Not buzz enough.
It's not buzzed enough. Like Minari and Nomadland and Promising Young Woman had so much buzz compared to Trial Chicago 7 pre-award season.
Yeah. Yeah, I was also thinking of the same thing, the same question, like what Earl raised. No, there are, of course, still award shows from now and between now and Oscars. So we have the BAFTA, the BAFTA,
BAFTA,
the BAFTA. We have the SAG. What else? Personally, I look forward to the Film Independent Spirit Awards because the nominees are so diverse. So and it happens, I think, a day before the Oscars. So
Yep.
it's a
The
really good balance
Razzies.
to watch this show. And I hope
Razzies.
Aubrey Plaza hosts again the Film Independent Spirit Awards.
Come through, Razzie. No. Oscar winner Glenn Close. Oh my god, this is just simulate. If
I
I
remember
were
the Laura
Glenn
Dern.
Close, I would
Laura
not
Dern.
join the Oscars.
Remember the Laura Dern number.
Laura Dern. Laura Dern.
It was a riot. Okay, I think we covered
Yeah.
everything.
I think we covered
except
everything.
for best sound mixing.
Well, no,
And
I think because they
they do that. Sound mixing
because
in
they
documentary short.
merged mixing and editing already.
Yeah. So yun.
It's just best sound.
Uh,
Filipino Oscar win if they stop sending shitty movies to the Oscars. Damn, I'm still bitter about that. Sa Mindanao
do we
nomination.
discuss the Mindanao erasure?
My God, there were a lot of I mean, John Denver Trending was there. Even Edward was there. Aswang would have been a great
Yeah. I
nominee.
think Aswang had the most traction in terms of international exposure. And Love Diaz film.
Which one? The Cleaners. Which Love Diaz film? Is it a short film?
I think Lahi Hayop has some potential because it won the Horizonte in Venice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vivian Velas will not pick Love Diaz, I think. So
Yeah, of course. Because Vivian Velas is the best film critic in the Philippines. Sorry.
oh my God,
I will cut that.
baka may pamangkin ni Vivian Velas dito.
Oh my God. Sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just bit.
Yeah, I agree, Norte. It got in the film independent spirit, actually.
But did they send Norte?
Yeah, they sent Norte. I think it was kind of one of the. It was long listed into the 15 films, but it fell through sa 5 na.
Final. Hello. We're talking about the Grammys. No. We're talking about the PMPC Star Awards. Yay!
Wait, why did we not do a podcast for the Grammys ba?
I don't know why we didn't do a podcast for the Grammys. Because we forgot.
Sino kaya ang star of the night?
Because we didn't remember. I think we forgot. Sorry, we'll start with Miss Universe, then we'll go to Eurovision. Yes, Eurovision. Eurovision podcast, then we'll go to what's next.
Yeah. So the Oscars are going to be on April 25.
April
right?
25th. So
April
we'll do a
25.
follow-up podcast once the Oscars grow near.
And possibly a watch party.
Yeah,
That would
possibly
be
a
fun.
watch party.
Okay.
Wait, the Eurovision one is Eurovision 2021 when? It's Eurovision 2021 is May 18th. Yes, Eurovision. Yeah. Stream the entry from San Marino and from UK and also from Spain. Okay. Eurovision is May 18th. So I think that's all.
Now,
Happy Oscars.
I think what we need to do now,
Is
from now up to the Oscars, is to watch the films.
Yeah,
We have enough time to watch the films nominated, and hopefully,
especially for the
and
ones
then-
that we are now.
yeah, that we were rooting for.
Si Orpheus, natatakot ako dun sa mata. Tapos parang nakatingin siya sa akin ng masama. Happy award season.
Yeah,
Yes, let's watch the
thank you to all
movies. Then we'll just conclude
listeners.
uh, a pre-Oscars party. Most probably hopefully we have a watch party. But let's conclude it. Let's have another, like, the day before the Oscars thing. Let's play the Usavik.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who joined and
Yeah,
listened and shared their comments, statements, their predictions also.
predictions.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. So
Good night.
good night, guys. Thank you very much, and have a nice evening. Let's end this for the Usavik.